Hey everyone, back on here again. Sorry. Um, I just wanted to, popped up in my mind, just wanted to talk about the problem with the Democratic Party right now. Um, I myself, I not registered as a Democrat because you can't do that in the state of Virginia, but I identify as a Democrat. I attend Democratic events. I help organize or like just participate within like indivisible stuff and whatever other stuff I can find just to try to help out. But one thing I've noticed about the state and national Democratic parties is they don't really listen to their constituents that much. Um, there's very few Democrats in the national scene, like in Congress or in the Senate, that actually listen to the people who voted for them, that like really go with their promises. Um, like right now we have two senators in Virginia, Tim Kaine and Mark Warner, who every 6 years they come around and say they're going to do all these great things. They're going to they're going to actually listen to the voters and such. And they do that, and they win, and then they go back to business as usual. They don't actually do anything. Um, but that's the problem with really both parties, but it's a big problem with the Democratic Party because people are getting fed up. You wonder why Democrats wonder why they've lost the union vote or why they're losing it, why they're losing the rural vote when they used to be somewhat competitive, at least getting into 30 or 40% ranges, at least here in Virginia. And why they've lost the southern vote. The Democratic Party has shifted away from actual for the people, for the worker stuff towards um, more urban focused, more elite focused, like technocratic politics. They view populism as something to be avoided. They view actually properly helping the American worker through actual legitimate and effective means as untouchable because certain ways to help the American worker aren't very popular among them. And I can get more into that in another video about like specific things, but really the problem with the Democratic Party is they just don't listen anymore. They acted like they were going to after they lost in 2024, but they haven't. They they did a little internal review committee or whatever, and they changed nothing. They're going to run on the same platform that they did in 2024. They are consistently relying on the anti-Trump vote instead of the actual people vote. Um, and it's just insane. That's the only reason why they've won in every election since the 2024 election. Well, most of every election. That's the only reason why they've been doing so well. The anti-Trump vote. That's the only reason why they're probably gonna barely take back the House this year. The anti-Trump vote. um, and the party doesn't realize this. Once Trump is gone, if we keep running on the same platform, we're not gonna win. We're not gonna win ever again. Um, we need, also the party just keeps running these ultra progressive, near communist candidates in a lot of these areas, especially in like the really urban areas. The people don't want that. The vast majority of Americans do not want that, but they don't care. The Democratic Party doesn't care. They don't care about what the average voter like me has to say. They don't give a shit. That doesn't matter to them. What matters is the numbers of how many seats they control. And so far, this strategy's been working because we got a fucking blithering idiot in the White House. We replaced one idiot with another. But once Trump is gone, um, the party has very little chance of actually like getting to the levels it is now. Last year's governor election here in Virginia, that was a fluke. A 15-point win riding on the anti-Trump vote and the shutdown. That was a fluke. Never going to happen again unless something drastic happens, like what happened last year. Again, I'm a Democrat. My family's been Democrats for hundreds of years, but it's the party doesn't really uh understand the position it's in. It doesn't understand where it needs to be. It doesn't understand the mood of the people. The party establishment is still it's the establishment. It's banking on like 2010s politics in an era where younger generations are getting into office, where things are where left and right are agreeing on a lot of things but disagreeing on how it's supposed to be done. They would rather keep towing the line of if we do this thing, it's good, but if the other side does the same thing, it's bad, and we have to reject that entirely because party politics matters more to them than actually helping the people because it satisfies their donors. Party politics satisfies donors, and it satisfies their own wallets. It satisfies their own egos. They can say that they stood up to the evil Republicans, even though what Republicans could have, in this hypothetical scenario, Republicans could have proposed was exactly what the Democrats wanted. Like the parties, the party establishment is full of hypocrites. It's hypocrites, um, liars, cheats, and overall just idiots. Democratic Party leadership needs to change. It needs to be more in line with the American people, more in line with the average voter. But they would rather listen to their donors, their elite institutions, and their um, just it's stupid. Democrats are slowly getting locked out of the Senate because conservative states are growing in population and they are not swinging to the left. And liberal states are shrinking in population and they're swinging to the right. The Democratic Party is at a crossroads. Come 2028, 2 years, the future of this party will be decided. And if we run on the same goddamn platform we've been running on for the past 12 years, it's over. It's over for the fucking party. It's that simple. If we keep running on the same platform we've been running on since 2016, it's over. The Democratic Party needs to get its shit together and listen to the people, listen to the worker, listen to the young voters out there. Here are demands. Here are problems. You can't just throw them away because you're the elites in your ear telling you, "Oh no, this isn't happening," or "It's not this bad," or "We'll pay you if you don't." No, that green. It's temporary. You need to listen to the American people, to the American voter, the American worker, or else this party will collapse. It will die. Some things that the American people want, it may not be very popular with your own views or your own mindset, but who the fuck cares? It's what the people want. Just listen. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about here. I don't know if I'll make a third one of these tonight. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. That's about it. See ya.